So Deontay Wilder has given an interview with Boxing Scene here, and he's just basically talking about his upcoming fight with Dominic Breazeale, his mandatory defence actually against Dominic Breazeale, and he's basically talking about the possibility of killing Breazeale and saying that he won't show one bit of remorse. Now, this isn't the first time Deontay Wilder has said certain things about opponents. You know, he's gone on record as saying that he would want the body on his resume, and I even think that not sure exactly when it was, but I know he said to Dominic Breazeale that he hoped his son would be at ringside because he wants Dominic Breazeale's son to look into the eyes of the guy who crippled his dad. I know he said that last year at some stage, I can't remember when. But I'm on this article here, and it's saying stuff that Wilder's team claim Breazeale made remarks about Wilder's disabled daughter, which I don't know. I can't, obviously don't know if that's the fact or not. It said both have promised brutal knockouts when they collide in the ring next month. Wilder recently stated that he wouldn't be mentally affected in any way should Breazeale pass from injuries related to the fight. Not one bit of remorse, Wilder said to the Daily Mail, because this is boxing, this is what we do, this is what we sign up for. I think I'm going to quote Deontay Wilder now. So this is obviously what he said to the Daily Mail. Excuse me. And yeah, I'm going to quote him. It's lengthy enough, so bear with me there for a sec. So it's, people on the outside will never understand this sport. They will never understand what we go through, break down our bodies. We are fighting for our lives in the ring anyway. Anything can happen. Your head is not meant to be hit in the first place. One little tap can end it all. You're talking about me killing this guy. If it happens, it happens. When we're dealing with situations like this, and it's personal, I don't mean well for him. Nor does he mean well for me. So I speak the truth. That's why people love me to this day. Because I speak the truth. I speak facts. I'm realistic. And I speak how it is. I'm going to handle my business in the ring accordingly. I promise you that. I'm not taking Breazeale easy. I'm taking him as if he were a world champion. That's how serious I'm taking this. He's going to be the guinea pig in this experiment. I don't like him at all. What he's done is unacceptable and I can't wait for this fight. I mean business. Trust me. So, that's what Deontay Wilder has had to say on this whole matter with Dominic Breazeale. Now, I don't really like it when I hear fighters saying that they want to kill other fighters in the ring, despite the fact that I know definitely that this does happen and that there are fighters out there who do go into that ring, i.e. Mike Tyson, with the intention of killing another opponent in the ring. It's very rare that you hear fighters say it though. You know, most fighters would say, would probably think it, that they would like to, you know, really hurt this guy or seriously injure this guy, but most of them don't ever go out and say it. I remember David Lemieux said that he wanted to, you know, brutalise Spike O'Sullivan when they fought on the Canelo Triple G undercard there back in September. And he got some backlash over that, right? But, you know, that, again, like, that is the mentality that a lot of these fighters have. Fighters like, we'll say, like your Andre Wards, your Floyd Mayweathers, they don't really have that mentality. And because they don't have that mentality, you know, you can tell by the way they fight. They really don't fight looking for a knockout. They fight just to kind of, you know, win it on points, safety first, you know, look for the openings, and, you know, fire off them stinging shots. Whereas fighters like your Mike Tysons, your Gerald McClellans, your, you know, Deontay Wilders, David Lemieux, these huge punchers, they throw them shots with mean intentions. They really want to take their opponents out. Deontay Wilder is very open and he's very candid about saying, you know, he wants to do this to this guy in the ring. He wants a body, stuff like that. Look, it could just be all bravado with Deontay Wilder. And I do think to a large extent it is. Because I think that the kind of bigger Deontay Wilder's got, the more kind of, you know, in some ways silly he's gotten. Like, I remember that Ellie Setback video. Was it Ellie Setback? I think it was. Or Radio Raheem, actually, I think it was. When, you know, I think it was before the Fury Wilder fight. And he started, you know, really trying to, you know, get up in Radio Raheem's face and stuff like that. And I think this is all just kind of a front from Wilder over the last few years because, you know, he's seen as, you know, a dangerous puncher. He's seen as, you know, one of the top guys in the division. And I think maybe it's just for him mentally to be able to kind of like show that, yeah, I'm the hard man, you know, I'm the guy that no one wants to fight, this, that, and the other. Well, whatever, you can say whatever you want to say about that. But I do think a lot of it is bravado with Deontay Wilder. But the fact that he keeps reiterating that he wants to, you know, brutalise Breazeale, that he wants to kill him, to me, that's kind of, you know, I would take heed of that because the fact that he just keeps on repeating it and repeating it over and over again. So it'd be interesting to see how he fights against Breazeale. Look, I've said this before, I'll say it again. I expect Deontay Wilder to have a pretty easy time with Breazeale. I really do. I don't see much that Breazeale could do to be able to, trouble Deontay Wilder. I know he's a big target, but he's very slow. He's very easy to hit. He's not got an iron jaw. He's not chinny, but he's not got an iron jaw. So I don't think Wilder will have any problems dealing with Breazeale. It's the Anthony Joshua's and the Tyson Furies of the world I think Deontay Wilder will have trouble with. But anyway, those are my thoughts on this. Leave yours down below. Do you like it when fighters start talking like this and saying that they want to kill other fighters? Or are you someone kind of like me who was just like, you know what, leave it out. If that's what you're thinking, fair enough. But don't be going around saying it to people. That's kind of the way I have a stance on it. So leave your thoughts below. Let me know what you think. As always, thanks again for dropping by the channel. Like the video. Share it if you felt it was useful. Please subscribe if you enjoy the content. And as always, I will talk to you after.